Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, what really is space? What really is time? Sounds like a deep question, right? Well, that's exactly what physicist Greene explores in his book, The Elegant Universe. And trust me, once you hear this, your view of reality might just bend a little. Let's break it down together, in simple words. So, here's the thing. For the longest time, people believed space and time were like a stage. You know, a solid background where all the action happens. Planets move, light travels, we walk, we grow old, all happening on this stage. That was the old view. But then came Einstein. He told us something mind-blowing. Space and time aren't just a stage. They are part of the action. They can bend, twist, stretch, and even ripple. Now hold that thought, because it gets even wilder. In the world of the very small, like atoms and particles, we enter a completely different game, quantum mechanics. And here, nothing behaves like we expect. Imagine throwing a ball and not knowing where it will land, not just because you missed, but because the ball itself doesn't know. That's quantum uncertainty. Particles can be in many places at once. They don't have one set path, but rather a cloud of possibilities. Now here's where the real dilemma begins. Einstein's world, space and time, works perfectly for big things like planets and galaxies. Quantum mechanics works beautifully for small things like atoms and particles. But when you try to put them together, when space, time, and quantum uncertainty all meet, everything starts to break. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle, but the pieces keep changing shape as you move them. That's what it's like trying to explain how space and time work at the tiniest levels of the universe. And this is where Greene's book dives deep. He talks about moments like the Big Bang, when everything in the universe was crammed into a single, tiny point. At that point, space was small, time was beginning, quantum uncertainty was everywhere. But the laws we know, they couldn't handle it. They don't work when space and time get that tiny. So scientists have been searching for something that can explain it all. Something that combines gravity, space, time, and quantum physics into one neat theory. And that's where string theory comes in. It suggests that everything in the universe, even you and me, is made of tiny, vibrating strings of energy. Not balls or dots, but strings, and how they vibrate decides what everything is. It's a bold idea, and it might be the key to solving this massive mystery. But we're not there yet. We're still figuring it out. Still asking big questions. Still searching for the theory that ties it all together. And that's the beauty of it. The universe isn't just out there. It's inside every question we ask. So next time you look up at the stars, remember, space isn't empty. Time isn't simple. And uncertainty? It might just be the most certain thing in our universe. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because this is just the beginning of the adventure.